Hello friends, my name is Theo, and today in this exciting continuation of our full project walkthrough, we're going to keep on coloring our Battle of the Belmont Bands video. So without too much, preface, let's just get on going. Last time we made this shot super dumb, which I think is very funny. Hit Alt-D to see before and after, and it's just comical how silly it looks. But whatever. We'll go with it. Next, oh look, it's the shot from all the thumbnails. Look at that. It's going to do like we've been doing. Alt-S, create a new node. Alt-A to kind of get us a start for our luminance. And then change that all up. Bring this gamma way, not that far up, but pretty far up. And crush these blacks back down. And bump our gain up just a bit. For this one, I think I'm going to do a little bit of secondary stuff once we're done with this primary thing. Boost the saturation just all the way up. We're just gonna make this look like candy, because just adjust the microphone here. Who doesn't like candy? So for our secondary, we're just gonna make her face pop out a little bit, because right now I'm seeing kind of right here mainly, because you see like lines lead there and stuff, but I want to see her face. I'm gonna hit Alt-S, create another new node. Then I'm gonna go over to this window little tab over here in the little corrector area, and then just turn on the little button by the circle window and drag this over to her face and shrink it down with these outside guys. And we're not going to do too much correction, so we don't need to make this super exact, just kind of real basic. We'll feather this out a bunch, scale it up again a little bit, and for this we are going to up the contrast just a smidgen, and up the gamma just a smidgen more. And we're gonna go over here and bump the sharpness up just a bit. Not even that much. I guess that much. Can we go a little bit less? I'm gonna be like 48, 49. Just a little bit. And then to make this window follow her face, this is really the feature that sold me on Resolve when I was first getting into it, is the tracker. So we open up our tracker window. Make sure that window is selected. So we got it on clip. It doesn't really matter too much for this project. If I do a more advanced tracker tutorial in the future, we'll go into details here. We can just track forward and watch. Oh, it sticks. The hand goes in front of her face. Nobody cares. It's still on there. Just fine. This is such a little adjustment, even though there's some inaccuracy in there. And we don't worry about it. We'll just bump over to the next clip. So for this, I'm just going to copy the grade from before, and I'm going to delete the secondary. I'm going to help out his skin tone some, because he's looking a little bit like a vampire there. So I'm going to go over to our curves and go hue versus saturation. Go reds and yellows. Just unclick that guy. Right click to delete a point. Just bump this guy up. I do a little more than I want to back there. Control D. It doesn't look bad. Let's see this. I will keep this on loop for now. Let's add a little bit of blue, just because that's a neat look. Not that much blue though. That's a lot. Cool. Nice. Let's move on to this next one. Oh man, that is bright. I like that a lot. Let's make this guy a little bit brighter. Get gamma up. Geez. Now this shot looks like candy. I'm liking that. Good job, girl. You play that bass. Let's copy that same grade. This one's a little bit dark and muddy. It's got a little bit too much blue. Oh man. My breath smells really bad. I can smell it. I gotta change out the pop filter. Yeah. Just ate a bunch of peanuts. Anyway, let's bump up the gamma some and see how this looks. I really just want to warm this shot up some. I think, how do I want to do that? I'll probably just change the offset. I'll add another new node just so we can take this away later if we want. Move the offset just a little bit towards that skin tone line. Don't want to do it too much. Yeah, those match pretty well. And we'll add a little bit of a vignette. So I'll do another node there, and we will click on windows again. And this time we're going to hit invert on our circle window. So this time will only be affecting the area outside of the circle, and the inside will be unaffected. Let's scale this up real big. Just gonna do, not like the biggest vignette ever. And we'll just bring so we'll go to curves. So just bring it down like that a little bit. Not that much. Yeah, just sort of like that. Nice, looking good. Ah, that's so bright. I like it a lot. But we'll warm this guy up too a little bit. See what this grade looks like on it now. Oh, geez, that's making that guitar really bright. Like, really bright. Let's go and decrease the saturation on that. That is, like, really bright. Cool. So on the next one... I like this guy, and bring our gain up, and our gamma up. I'll bring our gamma up. We'll do another secondary on Morgan's face. We like Morgan. We'll make him pop. And right there. Gotta scale this guy in some, and then feather it out. Oh, geez. So guys are so hard to grab. Middle click your mouse to pan around. Excellent. It probably shows down in, yeah, the little thing down there. You'll notice I got a cool little, I don't know, pop-up thing to help you guys out, because I know I don't always call out the keyboard shortcuts that I'm using. So, track forward, that was pretty quick. Track backwards, that was pretty quick. Increase the gamma. Increase the saturation. Increase the contrast. Increase the sharpness. Looks pretty House of Cards-y. House of Cards is notorious for that secondary contrast thing on the faces of the actors. That's really orange, but it's kind of cool. But I'll go with this one. We'll kind of quote boomify, unquote this a little bit. Good old Jared Poland. Oh man. Let's just sneak a weird grade in there. If you've seen my blue-yellow split tutorial, no, we won't do that. Never mind. We won't do that. Let's put the 3-strip look on there. No, that doesn't look good. Let's bump that guy up. Bump this guy up a bit. Oh, man. It's getting pretty repetitive. But, that's coloring. I don't like that. I'll do kind of... Oh, man. That looks fine. Let's just warm it up a bit. And maybe bump up the saturation some. They look like they're having fun. Yeah, we don't even need to warm it up a bit. Just copy this. Oh, that one looks good, though. Those greens pop with that 3-strip look. Ugh, gross. No, that's pretty neat. Let's just brighten it up. Not that much. Looks like we're getting some funniness. Some like clipping nonsense. So it needs to be denoised a little bit. So I'll just add another node and go to our denoiser. This is a feature that's only in the full version of Davinci Resolve, so I apologize if using the free version. It's probably not a feature that's worth paying $1,000 for, but it does its job pretty well and pretty quickly. You can look at this and see, I think this is after, and before. It does a little bit. Radius medium. That works. Cool. Alt F. Sweet. This shot looks dramatic. Let's try out. I like that being a little blue, which is good because it gets really warm. And then we just need to brighten this guy up some. This bright stuff looks neat. This guy down. Oh man, we're getting some nastiness. Let's bring the saturation down some. Sweet. Sweet lens flare, bro. Bring lift up just a bit and the gain up. Nice. I don't mind that. Your hair looks purple. That's funny. Can see other little faces. Interesting. Oh, okay. I was about to say, man, that shot is not very good, Theo. Why'd you choose that? Well, it's because, you're looking at it wrong. Ooh, that is yellowy. I'm not a fan. You can actually move that a little bit towards blue. Just want to get your skin tones looking not like a Simpson. There we go. Now you look like a human being. That offset control is real handy. Let's actually... No, I won't do that. Just bring something from my power grades. Indie look. I don't think I'll make... Yeah. It's just kind of... I was playing with tutorial ideas, and that's one that kind of came out of it, but it wasn't great. I will do some secondaries because I want to feature this photographer girl. Because, I don't know, she's got a cool bag or something. So let's go to our window tool and get Radiated Filter to start off with. We'll make this dark, but we'll use curves. And we'll kind of bring the output down a little bit even, so it's harder to tell. Excellent. Now we'll add another one, and we'll kind of highlight this girl here. So let's use a circle window for this. And open this guy up. Feather it out, and that's not working out too well. If you don't want to be annoyed by this guy, you can just click over here and turn it off. 'Cause I don't mind that too much. Just track it real quick. It probably doesn't need to be tracked, but, it takes so little time. We might as well do it. That looks funny. Yeah, we'll take the saturation down some. Make it less contrasty. Don't want that guy. Actually, I just don't like that grade in general. There we go. That looks better. And pop that up a little more. We'll even add just a little bit more saturation just because this is a really loud looking shot. That's a little bit too candy-ish. This guy definitely needs to be brightened up some. And we'll make him a little bit bluer. Not that blue. Looks like... Huh. Whoa. Nope. Let's go with the gamma. Sweet. So now there's some color in there. That looks cool. That doesn't look good. And now it looks good. We'll brighten it up some more. Not that much. Don't want it to explode on us. A little bit less. That looks good. Could be a little bit less of that. A little more of these two. That looks cool. This guy can be brought down some. This guy can be brought down some. Sweet. Let's copy the grade from this guy. Whoa, explosion. Bring it down a little bit, but not too much. Crush these guys down. That'll be a very photography thing to do. Bring the gain down some. Bring the gamma down some. Cool. So it's going real fast now. You can tell that I'm kind of over color grading this. Bring this guy up. We'll do a secondary on his face. Well, that sounds funny. Make this one really big. There's so many jokes that could be being made right now. But, you know, we're not going to do that. We're above that. Are we? I'm not. Bump that guy up. Sweet. Bring the lift down just a little bit more. Cool. I'll track this guy. I'll track it backwards first and then forwards. You see it sticks. So good. Don't have to do anything. It's great. That looks fine. Well, nope. Gain down some. Just kind of recovering those highlights a bit. And let's make his skin work. I mean, he's playing hard. His face is going to be red, but we'll make it a little bit less red. Just a little bit blue. Sweet. This guy will just crank up. Oh, good old Blake. Come back to him again. I haven't seen him in a while. I wonder what he's up to. Oh, that is blue. Now it's better. Sweet. Let's copy this grade again. Fun. Let's scooch back. Copy that. And I'm just, as I'm sure you know by now, just middle clicking to copy grades from one place to another. Since we've got so many now, I can sort of guess and check. That's getting us there. We'll just bring our offset down. Gain down, gamma up, lift up just a little bit. We should watch this one a bit. Should actually watch this one a bit too. Yeah, that looks cool. Nice. Looking good. That's a little bit green. There we go. And phew, explosion. Boomify. I don't mind that. Oh. Should we do it? Let's do it. Okay. So for this, we're going to get rid of our little Blackmagic dot error thing. It's going to bring a circle window over here. and go to our curves and make this. We'll do it there. We'll do it in these curves. I believe it's this one, this one. Not doing it for me, man. All right. What other tool could I use? We'll use Rgb Mixer. But we need to turn off preserve luminance, which is our issue right now. Sweet. Now I got a white dot. And this is corrector 3, so we will just go to circle window, put a keyframe, show that. You just got to wiggle it around a little bit to get your first keyframe in there. Then go back just about a frame or so. And we'll just move it off, out of the way. I'll play this through. Now it's back to being off, out of the way. Now I'll play this through and turn this off. Boom. Look at that. No black dot. No one would even know. Great. Good for us. Let's keep on doing this. And one more shot, and then we'll be able to call it good for this tutorial. Or, not tutorial. This section of the walkthrough. So we'll just brighten this guy up. And it's a little noisy. Whoa. So we'll just pop on a little bit of noise reduction. Sweet, looking good. Cool. So let's render this out, and that'll finish up this part of the walkthrough. Next time we will be, taking a look at bringing this back in to Premiere and seeing how we're doing. And I've decided I really hate the graphics that I have for this right now, so we will be figuring something out. But for now, a lot of people ask me about my export settings that I use. So I like to do QuickTime, DNX HD 1080. Where is it? Yeah, 1080p 45 120 115 8-bit, just since I'm not going to be doing any more color correcting. If you want to use this if you want to use this as a more intermediate format, I do 10-bit, or if you want to be really good, you use a DPX and do better stuff. But for this works just fine. We have audio, so I'll export audio with it. And custom name, I'll call this and then where do I want to render this to? Go to Browse, Active Projects, Battle of the Belmont Bands, Resolve. Okay. And now all that's looking good. So I made sure to hit this little guy to set my in points and out points for the whole timeline. We'll have little issues with these media offline clips. Actually, let's just delete these clips now. Just so make sure that we won't have to deal with them. Oh no, I used the wrong delete key. Gotta use backspace, not delete. Which I'm sure you'd see looking back here. Is it? Oh, look at that. Cool little doodad down there. I don't think I like the settings super great yet, but we'll refine it. If you have any thoughts about that, be sure to leave it down in the comments. And you'll notice I'm using just the basic setup. I promise I'm not a noob. It's just, this works fine for this. So, add job to render queue. Oh, actually not. Our inputs and outpoints didn't get set. Add job to render queue. Start render. And there it goes. Super fast. Look at that. Sweet. All right. So once again, I've been Theo with Meisner Media. I hope you enjoyed this little look at the way that I actually work. Oh, look at it. This is so bright and stuff. I love it. If you liked it, be sure to give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike. If you've got any thoughts, be sure to put it down in the comments. If you thought this was useful or interesting or just anything, be sure to share it on your social media. If you're into social media, be sure to like/follow Meissner Media's stuff, links for which are down in the description. If you want to see more stuff like this, be sure to subscribe to the Meissner Media YouTube channel. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.